Alright. Welcome back to Fallout 76 Burning Spring Daily Challenge Guide for May 14th. It's a beautiful Thursday. It's about to become the afternoon. We're about 4 minutes away, hitting high noon. I know we got a late start today, so let's go live. Tell you all about it. Let's see. Looks like we got to eat some cake, pie, and candy once again. Alright. 6 of the daily challenges. Let's see. Collect a lighter, cigarettes, or cigars. Drink some Nuka-Cola cranberry. Alright, we gotta gain some XP, about 2,500 worth. Let's see, some snallygassers and anglers, and scrap junk to produce asbestos. I believe snallygassers give us asbestos. Let's see. Quickest ones we could do in camp. Maybe we're lucky with the cigarette lighter since the doctor order machine's in our camp. We could drink some Nuka-Cola cranberry, cake, pie, and candy. We definitely got that checked. So let's start out with the doctor's order machine. Let's see. We got some cigarette carts in here, which also has asbestos. It looks like asbestos is going to be the theme of the day. Pack of cigarettes, preserved cigarettes, undamaged cigarettes. Wow, not even a health item. All cigarettes. So we'll take all that. That definitely finished the cigarettes, lighters, and cigars for the daily challenge. Let's see if we get lucky with the Nuka-Cola instrument machine. Nope, regular one. Radius sunset. Got 2 pieces of candy in the Nuka-Cola. And we also have our Nuka-Cola Collectron over here, which is sitting on 9 cranberries. I'm trying to see what will go up to 10, but it has given me every other flavor and just stopped at 9. So I'm just running a little experiment on the side here. I wanted to see if we could actually get 10 cranberries in one go, but I haven't seen it hit 10 yet. And it's been about a week. A couple hours we play every day doing the dailies and off-stream grinding. Let's see. I know we do have the birthday cake. We got that somewhat recently. We got 6 slices there. We got raw asbestos in the unknown oranges curio cabinet, or the regular curio cabinet. Collect those. Let's see, I can't remember. There it is. Cash the Connie had asbestos in it. I'll take those. Let's see what else we needed. We needed more cake and pie, so we'll take the pumpkin pies and sliced pumpkin pies. Get everything from the food rack section. See anything in here? So, if you don't have those camp resources, I know the pumpkin pie one was from, what, like a season or 2 ago? I think it was the one right after fishing. It was like the home goods or something like that. Let's see. If you don't have those, there's a few spots that you go to get some pie and candy. I know if we go to Nuka World on tour, right towards the entrance, usually where they spawn in the what was the name of that box? The one that drops the cannon. It's like, I'm forgetting of it. But somewhere in the entrance there's a bunch of food stands. There's a place that you get 3 pies. And we come over to the pumpkin house. You also pick up 2 pies there in the kitchen. And I think there's like 2-3 spots where you can collect some candy. The plastic cauldron out on the porch. There's a plastic pumpkin on the little side table by the window before you get to the kitchen, or the kitchenette in the corner. And I think there's also a piece of candy on the table. But since we have it here in our inventory already, we actually went in those locations the other day when we had that daily. So let's go down to we have the Nuka-Cola candy. need to drink 2 Nuka-Cola cranberries as well. And I'm trying to make a video of all the locations we could find, because I know there's a few that I didn't know, or I've seen that some people don't know. In some old videos they have like 8 or 12 locations, but I think there's like over 20 across the map by now, or a little bit more. But you can also see just by having the Nuka-Cola collector on, we're able to get another cherry. Just sitting, just collecting some cranberries. So if you have your main camp and you have access to that machine, I would highly recommend to start taking some workshops over, at least maybe 1, 2, up to 4. And you could have those farming across. You could easily do that in a public, or if you have Fallout first, you could do it in a private lobby. But I usually like to do it in a public one and leave all that stuff open and free so people wander in and get what they need. Because I usually keep my camp stuff locked and the workshops open. Let's see what else we need to do. Maybe after we finish the other stuff, I'll show some few spots where we could find some cranberry, some Nuka-Cola cranberry. Let's see, snallygasters and anglers. Let's see, need 3, so we could head on over here. Or it looks like 2 people have beat me to the Toxic Larry meet and go. So let's go down here and see if there's any few left by the flooded train yard. What's this? Beast of Burden public event happening over there. Let's see. If we don't find any, we may hop over to a private server just to get that last few done and over. Oh, I see one over there. That's 2. Soak in that radiation. Let's quietly sneak on these. Well, the snallygasters, there's a good amount here. I believe there's, what, at least 6? Alright, so we're down 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 5 right now. I think we just needed 3 for the daily. Now, the next one is kind of hard for those anglers. We gotta come up here. Snarl Shallows is first spot to go to. Trying to think of the other spots. I see one up in the battle rank. Legendary angler. Let's see. That looks like an antenna sticking out of the water. No, it was, but looks like somebody did us to it. That one looks like a live one. Let's keep an eye out. Maybe a third one we get lucky. I don't think there's any more here. We did find that one.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
So we didn't find our 3 here, the Gnarl Shallows. Let's go up to the Myers Eye, and somewhere around this part of the map where these mountain peaks are, there should be another body of water with at least 3 more anglers. Let's see if we can find them. Gotta go south by southwest. Check the map, we're getting close. Should be over this hill. Follow this river to another marshy land area. I think I already see the familiar ghoul. A venomous angler already defeated. That's one. Two here already been defeated. I don't see the glow. Let's see, is there another spot where we have these? Let's see, where else can we look? I know something could happen during the event with the Moonshine Jamboree. Oh, I forgot to check if there was some public event. No, it's Beast of Burdens. So, Shallows, this place we're at right now. You can find 3 anglers at Thunder Mountain Substation TM1. Let's check out that place. Thunder Mountain Substation. This is Thunder Mountain. Where's the substation? I think it's right here. We just need one more. Okay. Let's see. We could try Pylon V13 if we're lucky. Sometimes snallygassers, sometimes anglers. Bog crawler. At least we got the XP we needed. That's one down. Okay. Since we didn't find any here, let's try going back to the Nar Shallows. If one doesn't respawn there, we'll probably do a server hop. Because that's what I could highly recommend. If you can't find them in those spots, Usually wait like about what, 20-25 minutes for them to respawn. It depends on the last time the animals were taken care of. Or dispatch. Ooh. There we go. One finally spawned in. Alright, so we got that. Happy hunting. So all we got left is to scrap some stuff to make asbestos. So we just picked up a bunch of raw from the angler and snagassers. Let's see. We'll bring up the pit boy. Let's go under our junk tab. Go to component view. Asbestos. Oh, I forgot we collected a bunch from the cigarettes from the Dr. Order machine. Let's see. Oh, nice. We hit rank 201. Well, let's see. If they haven't cleaned it out yet, we could go to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, and there's a bunch of cigars, cigarettes, I think a cigar box or two. We'll show that off, and a few locations for some Nuka-Cola cranberry. Alright, we'll put our weapon away. We'll say hi to Biv. There's that, and I think another spot I know where a lighter spawns in. Get some water. Alright, let's go to first person view. Usually there's some cigarettes, and they clean out the shelves. Alright, let's see. Did they get the door in here? Here's a cigarette box. I'm not sure that will count though. Oh, they left the packet behind. We'll take that. Let's close this door and see behind here.
My ventilation chamber is filled. It's filled empty.
Bottles and toilet paper. Let's see. Let's see. Did they take the lighter that's usually in this table? I don't see it, so they probably took the lighter too. Now, checking every nook and cranny. No, there's a bunch of surgical trays. That's a good count for aluminum. Let's see, did they go downstairs and clear it out down there too? Because there's usually a couple cigarette boxes. Let's see. Here's a pack. Oh, they forgot this lighter. That's where we go.
Once upon a time, there
Cigarette
was
machine's
a
been
brain
cleaned
in
out.
a jar. And he lived happily ever
Let's see,
after.
there's usually a bobblehead. Nice. Here's another cigar box. Check the shelves, nothing. That looks like another pack of cigarettes there. No cigarettes. Yeah, that's full whiskey. I'll take that. Okay. So that's one lighter. I don't think we'll find any more in here. Let's see, we'll double check the shelf.
Good,
A lot of blank spaces. Good old Biv.
No, if life ever
Alright.
does get you down,
There's another spot I know in Burning Springs, close to my camp. Close to the Hocking Hill Station, the baseball diamond, the baseball field with the little snack hut. I think it's a level 0 lock picking on the door. There's usually a constant spawn for a lighter in there. Sometimes if you're lucky, it could become a golden lighter. In case those days you need some golden scrap. So let's head over there. Open this door. Here it is in the corner, right next to the cash register. Let's see. Get some cash out of these. Colas, not bad. Corn, combination. There's usually a pack of cigarettes also on top of the trash can here. That's a good spot. Anything good in here? Let's see, let me double check. I think there's a cigarette machine in this Hogging Hill station. Let's see, past these doors. Yeah, that cigarette machine got cleaned out. Alright, since we found some cigarettes, cigars, lighters over here at the big ass tattoo parlor, and the lighter over here, and the cigarette packet over here in Burning Springs next to Hocking Hill Station, let's find some spots with some man, my back. Find a place to get you guys some cranberry. Let's see. I know there's one inside the sludge works, but it's under a nuclear blast. Oh, did they do that activity I was trying to mention earlier? I didn't even see it pop up. I see a bunch of people over here right next to the nuclear rolling tour. Okay, let's see. We could go to the Belching Betty. There's usually Nuka-Cola cranberry inside the facility there. Let's see. We needed, how many do we need to do the daily challenge for today? 2? Alright, let's see. We'll try 4 different locations. If we don't find any of these first 2, then we'll go on to another set. Because mileage may vary. Let's see. Alright, the door's already been open, so someone must have already been in here. We'll double check back here. I'll show you the location. From down here. Usually 3 of them, so there's 2 spawn in. So when you come in here, there's usually a random place for the blueprints to spawn in. We turn around, hey, they didn't grab it. Here's your Nuka-Cola number 1. Take the loot. I would normally go to the next one in the sludge works, but there's people there, or it's actually under nuclear fire. So the next one would be, what was it? Horn Rights Estate. We gotta do a little running. If we don't find it in the greenhouse, there's another spot close to the edge of the cliff past that place. So it'd be Belching Betty's, then the sludge work, then we'll come to here on our Nuka-Cola run. Stow the weapon, make a beeline over here, past the ruined track of the monorail. We should start seeing a road soon. Oh,
Advertorium night errant.
I think we ran a little too far north. That's the home we're looking for.
Oh, I'm sore all over. Building this
So
place
go
up
over
is hard
here.
work.
Alright, cranberry number 2. With some bags of cement. Here's our second location. We'll take a look on the map. Almost directly south from Horn Rights Estate. And the next spot's over here. I always leave this custom marker out here in the hillside. So from here, it's basically a straight beeline south. Just cross through here. I'm going for the ridge line over the hill. So be careful. Somewhere, I want to say, about here, if you start using your bats, you could pick up like 3 enemies nearby. there they are. Oh, there's a wolf. So we'll go back this way. We gotta look for a guy that's mining ore. Good old
Didn't you
scavenger.
hear? People are saying there is
And here we go,
gold
3 for 3.
everywhere.
We really need to clean up
Let's see,
around.
what is here? Iron. So normally from here I start going to Scenic Overlook. There's 2 more we could get there, so let's see, if those 2 are spawned there, we'll grab those, we'll head back to camp and we'll dispose of the asbestos. Collect. Oh, I must have the jar on me. The science fair jar and the collector prop. Alright. So we run over the hill to this first cabin. Let's go to first person view. Right next to a box that has sugar bombs on the ground. First aid. And here we go, Nuka-Cola cranberry number... Is this the 4th one we found? Okay, we started in the Belching Bloody, we found that one. South from the estates,
Now that
the
people have
home
come
there,
back to
that we
this
found
area,
our second.
they'll all
We
want
found
to
our
set
3rd
up
one
places
here
of
at the cliff
foundation.
edge. 4th one, past the scenic overlook in the first cabin. Now I got my survival tent is on the bottom side of the cliff, so that's before we fast travel there.
I just need to rest my eyes for a bit.
Take a few minutes. Okay, so you come over here and make sure you got goat legs on. You can just do a quick jump down this way and head a little bit over towards that direction. So does my survival tent straight that way. You can see where I was looking at from the top side of the cliff down here. Or somewhere over there. And we're trying to find another scavenger for the ore.
If the scorched or
one on
the
the stick.
ferals don't get you,
And
that's
voila,
well.
another Nuka-Cola cranberry.
I got here first. Go find some other spot.
Well, I'll just take your drink you have the ore. Let's see. Since we're here, scrap every down, we get our asbestos scrapped. Scrap box, deposit everything. Capture frog turns into bone. Alright, so we'll head back to camp. Alright, let's do a quick once over of our dailies. We ate some pie, cake, and candy. We had some of the resource gatherers here in our encampment, and also you saw the video the other day in the quick recap. You can find 3 pies and Nuka World on tour towards the entrance, close where you do that public events. You can find 2 more pies in the pumpkin house with a little bit of candy too. The plastic cauldron on the porch, the plastic pumpkin on a coffee table before the kitchen, and I think there's also another piece of candy on the table next to the pie. Alright, so we got lucky with our Dr. Order cigarette machine here. Had a bunch of cigarettes and cigars for us, cigar box, pack of cigarettes. If not, a good place to check was Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. They had some stuff on the in the main floor and in the basement too. We found a lighter as well. If not, check the stations for the cigarette machines. You can find someone there too. And we got lucky by the baseball diamond, a little snack hut. If you pick the lock on the door, there's usually a lighter next to the cash register. And on the outside, on top of the trash can, there's usually a pack of cigarettes and a spawn for a Nuka-Cola right next to the Nuka-Cola vending machine. Let's see. Oh yeah, we drank our 2 Nuka-Cola cranberries. And from our little adventure just now, we're lucky enough to find one inside the Belching Betty. South of Hornwright Estate, we found one in the, I want to say in their, what was it? That garden glass house place. Straight south from there on the cliff edge next to a scavenger on a little iron deposit. There was another one there. We went to the scenic overlook, first cabin. They had a wooden box next to the first aid box. There was a Nuka-Cola cranberry there as well. If you jump down the cliff and head to this point where my survival tent is, straight, if you go from Route 83A straight to the hill, you come across another scavenger mining I think it was aluminum or iron on that cliff edge. There's a Nuka-Cola cranberry sitting right in front of him, close to his lunch pail. That's another spot we can find it. Let's see, by defilling all the monsters, the snallygassers, the anglers, we're able to get our 2500 XP. And speaking about snallygassers and anglers, there's 2 spots I know for the snallygassers. Today we got lucky going to the flooded train yard. If that's been wiped out, you can come over here to the Toxic Larry Meet and Go. There's another spot there. And for the anglers, we got lucky at the Snarl Shallows. There's a spawn of 3 there. If you head over to the Myers Eye and head south by southwest around this mountain ridge, if you come across a little river, follow that river to kind of like a marshland. There's another 3 there. If you're lucky, sometimes it could spawn right here at the Under Mountain substation, TM01. And we didn't get so lucky. We went to check out Pylon V13. We had fog crawlers. That was pretty rare. So normally, sometimes you get anglers, a lot of snallygassers. So there's another point. You could get either or. I'm surprised with the fog crawlers. Okay.
And I met someone. Stranger.
And defeating a bunch of snallygassers, anglers, and collecting all that
stranger isn't
cigarettes,
a stranger
cigars,
anymore
and
at all.
I think that also
I
drops
don't believe
asbestos.
in luck or fate or any of that.
I don't remember if anglers
I
drop
do know
asbestos or
that
not,
I wouldn't have changed a thing.
but definitely snallygassers do. So we scrapped that. We made our products, our scrap junk to get the asbestos. And I know if you come across, sometimes there's traders that come to your camp. Let's see. Because I know
I
if we
was
go
just
to
thinking
our
about you.
Tinker workbench, I don't think we could do a bulk asbestos. No, acid, adhesive, and aluminum. Sometimes you can find wandering traders. Let's see, I did buy some the other time. It was under junk. See? I got 4 packages of bulk asbestos, so in case I can't find any out there, I bought some from the wandering trader that stumbled on my camp. And I've been seeing a lot of wandering traders come in, especially with this camp ally, Commander, I can pronounce the last name. If you do the quest line for her, the little Athena robot comes as a trader sometimes, and a wandering trader. I got lucky, I had 2 of them in my camp, so they had a bunch of stuff to sell and trade. Too bad, I kind of wish the caps were higher than 1400 for all the traders, and they weren't linked to all of them. But anyway, sometimes if we're lucky, you get that caps aplenty that doubles the caps. But they really need to up the cap pool on the vendors. But anyway, that's all for the days for today. So let's bring it to an end here, get this uploaded, and let you guys do what you guys do best. Hit me up with a comment down below, leave a like, don't forget to share the video. I really appreciate you catching that replay back on my YouTube channel. You know what to do there. Hit that sub notification button for the daily content drop. Special thanks for you guys watching live on Twitch. Don't forget to hit that follow button there as well. Catch me live every day. And once again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and have an amazing day.